Hi, welcome back to Picking at MultiValue. Today we're going to look at creating simple dictionary entries for a file. I'm in OpenQM and I have a file named customers. So if I go list customers, I can see that I do have two records in that file. And if I go list item customers, see the raw data in that file, I can see that I have two customers with their last name as field number 1, their first name is field number 2, address field number 3, etc. But those fields are not defined in the dictionary currently. So if I go list dict customers to see the fields that I have defined in the dictionary for this file, I only have the ID record in that customer dictionary, which is created by default by OpenQM. So how do I create new entries in the dictionary to define which field stores which data? I can use the line editor to create a new record in the dictionary by using ed, dict, customers, and then the record name I want to create. So I'm going to create first name. Let's start actually with last name since that was the first field in the file. I'm going to go use I for insert mode. The first field in the dictionary entry is the type. So this is going to be a direct data type. So it's going to be D. And then it's going to require the field number where that data is stored in the file. So in this case, it was in field 1. So I'm going to put a 1. I'm going to put a blank line to exit insert mode. And I'm going to go file to save and quit the line editor. So now if I go list dict customers, I can see that I now have that last name entry added into my dictionary. Let's repeat the same thing for first name. So I'm going to go ed, dict, customers, then the record name, first name, I for insert mode, and I'm going to use the type D and the field number 2 in this case. File to save and quit. So if I go list dict customers, so now I have defined last name is in field 1 and first name is in field 2. This allows me now to use these names in a query, for I can, for instance, search list customers with last name like D. That's going to give me all the customers whose last name starts with D. So now I see that customer 1000 indeed starts with D. Now I forgot to put the field name where I can see that output. So I'm going to put list the field names after the file name. So list customers last name, first name with last name like D. So now I see that John Doe, customer 1000, is the only customer whose last name starts with D. So that's an example of how to create very simple dictionary entries in a multi-value system. Thanks.